Assalamu alaikum. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and mercy and blessings of Allah be upon. My back is kind of tight. Just came back from the gym. Be upon the Muslims and peace be upon everybody else throughout the world. Like I said, when I get inspired, I'm just gonna make these videos. I'm not gonna hold back from making them. See that background, that hole? The dogs, man, they be digging holes in my yard, man. I be wanting to kill them. I gotta get some dirt, fill it up. But anyway, I want to briefly speak on some things that people are probably aware of and people are not, right? And I want to touch on Isa, alayhi wasalam, right? That's how you say, not Esau from the Bible, but Isa. That's how you say Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him. And in Arabic, Jesus is depicted as a Caucasian in the Bible. Well, not even in the Bible, but through the concept of the Bible, through the concept of the church. Everybody has this picture that one of these artists drew in this Caucasian brother. And if Jesus was Caucasian, and he really was Caucasian, and he was a man of God, alhamdulillah, wouldn't be nothing wrong with that. I would still follow his teachings as I'm supposed to. I would still believe in him as I'm supposed to. But we all know that that's not even a fact, because we know the region that he came from. Now, Caucasians could have moved over there, but his whole family background was from that region, and they was people of color. So that's just something I wanted to share before I get into this topic real fast on Hagar. In the Bible, Hagar is depicted as an African slave girl. They don't spare us blacks no mercy when assassinating our character and stuff. And I grew up believing that, I truly grew up believing that Hagar was an African slave, and Sarah gave her to Abraham because she couldn't have kids. And so he had Ishmael, who was his firstborn, and in the Bible it says the blessing will be with the firstborn. But yet they say that, right? The church will say that, this is for me growing up in the church will say that, that wasn't his firstborn because that was an illegitimate child. Now, first and foremost, he's a prophet. Prophet's not going to have no illegitimate child. Hagar was actually his wife. And in an Islamic perspective, Hagar is from an Ethiopian king's daughter, which makes her a princess that was given to Abraham as a wife from her father. Big difference. Slave to princess. The Bible, shoot us down. She wasn't nobody but a slave. Quran, tell the truth exactly what she was. She was a princess from an Ethiopian king. Now, I only want to share that because I want to go into the bloodline of the Prophet Muhammad. Peace and blessings be upon him. People be like, he's Arab, or whatever, The message don't matter what the man nationality, culture was with the message. It's all about the message. So it doesn't matter if he was Arab or not. But his lineage comes from Hagar and Ishmael. When they went to the desert and when Abraham got the vision to move them to the desert, and he left them in the desert because Allah said to leave them there, they was going to be good. She had the baby Ishmael. So Ishmael's mother was Ethiopian, African. Now, we know Abraham was from the region of where the people call themselves Jews now. And Isaac was Sarah's son, who was also from that nationality. Here's the thing, right? When they moved to the region in the desert where they was left at, they formed a community with the people that was there, and that was the Arabs. So Ishmael later on married a woman from over that way. And then the descendants came down, you know, the blood, and they're Arabs. But know that your prophet, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, was Ethiopian. If you go back to trace his lineage way back, you'll see that his great grandmother, or however great grandmothers it was Ethiopian. So the man is African, even though, you know, Arab is over there in that region anyway, where everybody's black. But for those that didn't know, that's just some information I wanted to share with y'all, that Hagar was not a slave. Hagar was an African princess, not a slave given to her husband by his wife, but a princess whose father gave her away to Abraham for marriage. It wasn't no adultery, fornication. Now that was his wife also. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, that's where the lineage comes from. The lineage comes from the last and final seal of the prophets, had the blessing of, because all the prophets we know they was from the region of where the Jews is. All the prophets. That was the blessed nation. At the time, that was the blessed nation. And most of them come from the lineage of Abraham and Sarah, and then on and on and on and on. But the Most High saved the best messenger, the last messenger, to come to earth with a revelation. I just see it as praises be to Allah, alhamdulillah, that he chose the Prophet Muhammad, who comes from the lineage of Ishmael, who was the firstborn, who God said the blessings will be with, but it came at the end and the last. And it come to find out that his DNA is from Ethiopia. You know, that's a beautiful thing to know. I'm going to sign off because that's all I really wanted to share. I got some other stuff, man, but that's for another time, man. I'm going to talk about the lower self. I see like things is popping up on the social media about certain dudes doing things with men, and I want to speak about that on another note, though, the lower self. And what happens with the lower self is that when you ain't got no control over your higher self, your lower self is over control. And when you into things, sexual things, and you love smashing, and you always want to smash a different chick and all of that type of stuff, when you got them pills and them alcohols and stuff in you, the drugs in the lower self start talking to you, and you end up in situations like that where now you got labels on your back. You know, Allah forgives everybody, so it doesn't even matter. You know, you get your life right and follow the right course, man, and let your dealing be with you and your Lord at the end, man. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everybody stay safe, man. Be blessed.